So today I'm driving out to the town of Biggar, Saskatchewan to check out a Geodesic Growing Dome greenhouse that is a kit from a Canadian company called Arctic Acres. It's a really cool style of greenhouse, and I just wanted to give people another perspective on a different type of greenhouse. Maybe it's something you're interested in. So I am standing in a Geodesic Growing Dome from, it's a kit from Arctic Acres with the owner Dayna. And this is a very cool setup, the roundness of it. And you guys built it in a kit. I'm really impressed. It feels good in here and it is lush right now. You're getting ready for your plant sale, but tell me about this greenhouse. You guys decided to build one of these. When did you build it? And yeah, let's start there.
Okay, so we built it last November, so a year ago.
Yeah.
It's a 4-season greenhouse. We went with the cedar package of the greenhouse, just because we knew that it wasn't going to rot in our day.
Absolutely.
The panels are polycarbonate panels.
Yep.
They say on their website that it'll raise 30 degrees, which it does. It has a snow load of 7 feet on it.
Oh, nice.
So through the winter, it is just like a summer's day in here.
Yep. So yeah, you guys keep it going through our minus 40 Celsius year round. Little bit of heating, we can talk about that, but cedar is excellent. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to rot. So it's got nice polycarbonate on the outside, and it's a thicker one, 16 millimeter.
16 millimeter.
Triple wall is what it is. So that's a good insulating factor on it. Absolutely. And again, this is a kit, so it comes, they actually make these in Ontario, and you guys got the biggest one. This is a 42-foot diameter, is that right?
That's right.
So very nice size, you fit a lot of stuff in here. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, but show me the really cool blueprints you put together first.
Yeah, so you get this, it comes as a flat piece of paper. You have to put it together as the dome.
Yep.
Everything is labeled on there. When the kit arrives, all the pieces are labeled. Yep. Exactly like the blueprint, and you just put it up.
And you guys built it quite fast because it's a kit, is that right?
We did.
Yep.
Yeah. Trent did most of the work. It took Trent about 6 weeks, I think, to put it up. They suggest 7 men to do it, but Trent did it. He had a little bit of help from my son, and they did it through the winter months. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it.
Right in the middle of winter, so 6 weeks. Trent's a little crazy. Your husband's a little nuts like me, but he did it pretty quick, and in the winter time, which is impressive. So building time is really quick on something like this. So it's got, so you went with a cedar package. That's excellent because a spruce or something would rot out, but it's got these kind of gussets where it all goes together to hold it. And I guess the structure of a dome is quite strong. Like you said, it's got 7-foot snow load or something.
Yes.
So that's very cool. And you got some fans to move air around, I guess?
Right.
Yep.
Keep everything circulating.
And then automatic venting in the roof for when it gets too hot, I guess.
Right. Yes.
That's where it releases the heat.
Yep.
So in the hot heat of the summer, this is kind of getting all blasted in here, so it must get quite warm. So just you have some fans with those vents, and then some vents along the bottom as well?
That's right.
So it moves the air kind of like that.
That's right.
Very cool.
Yes.
And how often do you have to open it up in the wintertime? Like it gets pretty hot in...
It does in the afternoon, for sure.
Afternoon,
yeah, we open them up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So for the start of construction of it, I guess you have this whole thing's a concrete pad, and you guys put in-floor heat in it.
We did.
So this is a great thermal heat sink mass. That's something I'm really into. So before you built the kit, you had the pad with a thickened edge. Another way they recommend is putting pilings around for your big one. But anything smaller, I guess you can put it even just on the ground or kind of a temporary kit. But the big one, they recommend a footing. So, and then so heating, is it a natural gas boiler for now?
It is a natural gas boiler.
Awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, you heat up that pad, and the sun's heating it up by day, so it does radiate at night and stuff.
Yeah. So through the day in the winter, the heat is turned off.
Yeah.
It doesn't go at all. It only goes off or gets turned on in the night.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. This is kind of neat. So this is the back door to your greenhouse, and so the heating system that you use for the winter, you built a shed beside it, so it's not in the humid environment. Didn't waste any of that valuable growing space.
Yep.
So you got the natural gas
Boiler.
in there, and then it's insulated pipe that goes into the in-floor heat.
Right. Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's a good idea. Separate building for the mechanical stuff, and then 100% grow space in there.
Exactly.
Sweet. And then other cool things you did. So you started with concrete and then nice raised bed, so you're not bending over
That's
everywhere.
right.
And some of it's even use of bricks and concrete block that's also thermal mass. But you guys behind me also did a koi pond around the outside, so that's a lot of water, and you got some pretty substantial koi in there, which is very cool.
So we actually have some Hutterite friends that do a lot of our metal work for us. So they made an oval size aluminum frame.
Yeah.
It has no bottom, just some brace bars in it at the bottom.
Right.
And then we just put the liner in it and filled it with water, and we have a whole bunch of koi, and they're all having babies. So we have
Excellent.
more koi.
Oh, wow, there's some big ones in there. And yeah, they're reproducing.
They are reproducing.
It's nice, yeah. And for a filtration system, you got a good aerator thing there, but a separate filter on the side you kind of got too, and keep the water clean. And it's nice you got some water plants in there as well. And yeah.
And those water plants are actually from last summer, so they've
Yep.
lasted, the year through. So
Perfect.
bonus.
On the north side as well, you did a little bit of extra insulation because the sun's kind of never there.
That's right. So on the north side, the sun never reaches that area.
Yeah.
So we've put the tin foil, I guess, on it.
Yep.
The sun is supposed to come in and ricochet the sun back into the
Right.
dome.
Right. Yeah. So reflective insulation, so it's hitting some of that koi and your water as well as the concrete, and that works great. For use of the greenhouse, you guys kind of grow food most of the year, and then in the spring you switch to your bedding plant sale.
That's right. So last October we started tomatoes, cucumbers. We had some grow towers. Our tomatoes this year got over 18 feet tall. They were almost touching the ceiling.
Yeah.
Same with the cucumbers.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some people in town that did purchase from us, loved them, said it tasted like candy.
Yeah.
So now that the spring is here, we switched to bedding plants. In July, August, I'll start those veggies again to
Yep.
have them ready by the winter.
Perfect. Yeah, so multi-use, you're going to run food for a lot of the year and then switch to your plant sale, and it's great. And you guys are right in the town of Biggar, so it's kind of for your community. It's great to see. I hope everybody thanks you and stuff for having this, but yeah, if you're coming into Biggar and you see the dome and it's in the spring here, your plant sale starts May the 4th
May the 4th at 10.
Yeah, and you've got, what exactly do you have for plants, bedding plants and food
Yeah, I
as
got
well?
annuals and perennials. I have tomatoes, celery, herbs, grasses, onion sets, potatoes, seeds, whole bunch of just about anything.
Awesome.
Anything and everything.
That's awesome. Yep. So great to see something like this in a local community, and you're right in the town of Biggar. You're not on an acreage, and you guys almost have an urban homestead thing kind of thing. You got a big garden. Your husband's doing some solar panel stuff,
right.
and then you have a greenhouse right here. So literally, like kids getting dropped off from school, they can come buy some plants for their garden, and it's just great to see. Like every community should have stuff like this and people like you that do it, kind of thing. So excellent stuff.
Last fall, I went to the town, asked them about the Main Street flowers.
Nice.
Put in a bid, and they accepted it. So, yeah, we got them hanging up top. They probably weigh 30 pounds a piece. There's 29 of them. I was a little leery with Trent hanging them on the side of the dome, but, it seems to be holding up really good.
Perfect.
Not a creak, not a nothing.
Yeah, I see a substantial steel or whatever galvanized hanging thing around there, and yeah, that's a lot of weight, but the strength of a circular structure like that, it's probably gets stronger the more weight you hang from it, right? Yeah. So, and tell me about your plant sale and what you got for bedding plants. This is great.
Oh, I have just about anything you can imagine. Super petunias, crazy petunias, wave petunias. We have potato vine. Lots of pot stuffers, dahlias, coleus, fuchsias, pansies, geraniums. We have, for our vegetables, we have celery, tomatoes, peppermint. We have some lavender, rosemary, oregano, thyme, rosemary.
Yeah. Pretty
bit of
well
stuff.
anything you can think of. You got it packed in here, and
We
it
do
is
have it packed
absolutely
in here.
lush. Good job, you guys. Yeah. Do you guys keep at a minimum temperature in the wintertime? Or do you have that planned out? Or
No, I try and keep it 68 degrees in here.
okay, so nice and warm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. So you're probably a zone 9 gardening. You keep it year round. I would say like very, very tropical.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hot
it's very
and
humid.
Mine, I have some in-ground growing, but this is a full concrete pad, and then you guys did the raised beds above, like on top of the concrete.
That's
So
right.
I think that keeps some of the humidity actually down versus what I did. Have you noticed have you ever had any pest problems?
In the winter, we did have issues with aphids.
Yeah, aphids.
I did find maybe it was the cabbage family because I did have broccoli, cauliflower in here, and some peppers.
Yeah.
That's kind of where they hung out.
Yeah.
So that won't come back to the greenhouse next year.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Just because of that.
Yeah, yeah, it's these enclosed environments at minus
Yeah.
40 Celsius.
That's right.
Got to watch what we introduce.
That's
and
right.
Have you ever added any beneficial bugs or tried that route to help with things? Or?
We did. We bought some parasitic wasps.
Yeah, those are good.
And then just the other day, we got some, I don't know the name of them, sorry, for spider mites and mealybugs and
Yep.
stuff, just
Yep.
for my citrus plants.
Something that we have to mitigate in our enclosed environments
That's
when
right.
we're growing. Absolutely. What's the height of this? So it's the 42-foot diameter,
And it's 16.5 tall.
16 foot 5. So that's a nice full size banana in the middle. I want to see you guys doing, and a banana hanging from up there. That's going to be nice. Yeah.
Once the bedding plants are gone, the banana plants are getting their own bed.
Nice. Yeah.
Fellow told me that they won't produce bananas if they're not in a bed.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that.
The circular design, like if you were to build that from scratch without a kit, it's hard to build in circles, but it's really functional. It's kind of got even distributed heat, but 42-foot diameter is, you remember how many square feet is it?
1,375 square feet.
And that's, your husband compared that to, a standard hoop house or something, and that's the same as, 20 by 60 something, but in a circular design. And how you did it with the raised beds around in a circular, it's very efficient use of space. You can grow right up against the polycarbonate wall. And another thing is you get kind of full sun the whole greenhouse year round, which is nice. My design is kind of shaded for part of it, but this actually gets the full sun.
Right.
So excellent.
So these are peach and nectarine trees. They strictly live in the greenhouse. They'll never go outside. They actually have some peaches that are sprouting right now. So the plant actually flowers first, produces its fruit, and then it will leaf out. That's our understanding. And then we have, over on our citrus bed here, we have oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits, tangerine, a grapefruit tree, a fig tree, and they do wonderful in here. You can actually have these citrus plants out on your deck all summer long. Bring them in the house. They just need a sunny spot, some good lighting, that type of thing. Yeah. So I do have some smaller plants for sale this year as well. So they're in pots.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, this will stay. It's a perennial bed,
That's right.
so this
Yep.
never moves.
That's
but,
right. Yeah.
And the rest, like underneath where you keep all your bedding plants, those are grow beds filled with dirt, right?
They are.
Everywhere?
Yes. So in the spring, we just cover them up so we can display our bedding plants.
And then once your sale's done and everything's gone, then you'll plant that to your food stuff.
That's right.
Excellent.
Yes.
Very good use
Yep.
of space. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that looks like a grape. What is that guy there?
So that is a Concord grape plant. We've never grown grapes before. So there is some growing. I don't know if you want to have a little peek-see under here.
Oh, yeah.
But there's some there that are actually starting to turn purple.
Oh, that's great, you guys. Those are going to be delicious.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's neat, even for your tomatoes, what you do with the strength of the dome is you'll hang strings for the tomatoes to climb up.
That's
and
right.
things.
Yeah. So when they were 18 feet tall in the wintertime, we had a wire line that went across. Yeah. Trent would tie them up to that line.
Here, well, and you got a back or a front door and a back door. So for your plant sale, people can come through here. You got a little transaction thing,
That's
like a
right.
little
Yeah.
store. That's excellent. Awesome setup. Yeah. A lot of this is your design, how you laid out the beds and things.
That's right. So yeah, when you get the dome, it's basically just a clear canvas. So we just did our own thing. Trent put in some automatic sprinklers, which is a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, but the dome's just a kit, and then you can make it yourself.
Yeah,
So.
personalize it yourself.
And the kit comes with kind of 2 entryways or one, or did they?
I think it's just with one. You can specify 2. It's a little bit more of an extra cost, but.
Yeah, okay. So we're outside on the front of the dome. This is the front door, but how about our prairie high winds? Like, is it pretty good? You haven't had any shaking?
Haven't had any shaking. We've had some pretty high winds, and I think with the round design, I think the wind just kind of goes up and around it.
I think so too.
I think,
it's a strong dome.
It is. Yeah.
And like you said, 7-foot snow load, so the pressure, if it does accumulate, you're good. So perfect. And so the polycarbonate, it comes cut in the triangles, like you said, in pieces. You had that 3D blueprint you had to make. And then I see it's just screwed down with some standard screws, and then there's a tape.
Right. There is a tape. So it's a 3M aviation tape.
So really thick stuff then.
It is, and it's supposed to last a long time. Like, I'm thinking 10 years. Don't quote me on that, but I'm thinking 10 years.
It's probably UV resistant or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And with the kit, so you did the pad, but the pony wall system comes with the kit?
It does come with the kit.
Okay.
Yes.
Including that cladding on the outside?
Does.
Oh, it
Yes,
does.
yes.
So that's the whole thing.
It
like
is
that.
the whole thing.
And then a standard kit comes with your one little
One door.
and then you could add the other one.
That's right.
But very cool looking high-tech thing driving by. So if you're coming for the plant sale or in Biggar, Saskatchewan, you turn into Biggar and you can't miss this thing. It's pretty cool.
Right.
So come get your plants. Yeah. So I guess after you built this thing, Arctic Acres, if they have somebody interested or if people know that you have it, you've done a lot of tours for Arctic Acres, and tell me about the interest there is for other people in the local community here.
Yes, we actually have had people from Clavet, Estevan, Edmonton, and in the Biggar area come and do tours and stuff like that because they're very interested in the dome.
Perfect. Well, that's great to see. I figure we need a lot more greenhouses, whatever greenhouse it is, more production. I love that. And every small town needs 10 of these. So
that's right.
So that's right. It's good to hear the demand for it. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for having me out to see this thing. I always like seeing new innovative products. Actually, I met your husband, I think it was on TikTok. He sent me a message and you got a greenhouse, I got a greenhouse, then instant best friends, right? that's how it works. But yeah, it's a really cool design, and thanks for sharing it with me. So Arctic Acres is the kit, it's Ontario, Canada.
That's right.
Is manufactured. So that's great. Manufacturing something in Canada. I love that. And for this video, for any customer wanting a kit, they were offering, it's anywhere from $750 to $1,500 off, depending on the size. So they have, I think their smallest was like 12 or 16 feet, and all the way up to yours is the biggest.
Right, the 42 feet.
So I'll put that info in the description. If this is something that you're interested in, a kit, it's easy to assemble, a different style, super strong in the winds, and you're happy with it so far?
Very happy with it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that's great. Good luck with the plant sale as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.